First thing you're going to want to do is click over to graphics, turn off the camera and object motion blur, and the VSync. VSync is pretty bad right now in game, so just turn that off. Yes. There's other stuff in here too, but fuck that. Alright, we're going to go over to key bindings, and the main thing that you'll need to change, I have my throttle maxed out and all the way at 0 to bind to two separate keys. I'll tell you why later. And unbind throttle up and throttle down. I kind of fucked up right here. Just hit no, click on it, and then right click and then clear it. Then where it says strafe forward and strafe back, you want to replace those with W and S. Like you would in any first person shooter. Forward is W, S is back. What that does is it sets your flying up for basically just like walking, and then I can get into some more stuff later with it, but this is just the easiest way to control it. So you look here, these are your hangers that you get from buying various game packages. You don't have to have them all. They really don't do anything right now. I'm not even going to go into them. Whenever you first boot up, it's going to ask you to create your character. This is mine. He's a nerd. But yeah, you got a few things to choose from. This is going to be getting a lot more robust later, but right now it's pretty fucking simple. And then you hit accept. And then, alright, so you're going to want to go to Stanton System. That's the actual game. Here are the different regions that you can go to. It doesn't really matter. It'll probably always just put us in USA servers. And then we load. And you should be waking up in a place called Port Olisar. If you see on the left side, there's a little chat for everybody who's just in your server. It's a max of 50 right now. When you spawn, you might notice your sensitivity is high. I'll show you how to change it. Mine is around 0.7 across the board. There's a few sensitivities to change. So you see I'm doing on foot, and then all of the flight ones, and all of the turret ones. I'll change them if I need to in game or something. I just like to have it the same. So it makes it easier. It's just the same all the way around. Press F to interact, and then click the left click to open the door. The interaction menu is how you basically touch everything in this game. You'll notice that I'm walking really slow. You default walk slow. If you press mouse wheel forward, you'll start to walk faster. But on the bottom left of your screen, you'll see my heart rate. And like right now, I'm just full on sprinting. If you just full on sprint for a while, your heart rate goes up. And then if you add jumping into that, it'll go up even higher. And you can make your heart rate go so high, you'll start to lose health. Also, when you're holding a gun and your heart rate's up, you'd sway back and forth. It's really hard to aim. So you have to pick your movements correctly when you're in a battle. So I'm just sitting right here. My heart rate starts to go down. What I like to do is mouse wheel up until he goes the fastest he can go without sprinting. Some people don't like that. They want to be more immersed or role play or something, but I just do that. This is your ship console, so you can pick your ships. You just hit that retrieve button. It'll tell you where it is.
Your ship has been delivered to the following landing pad.
A07, so you read the signs. There's 4 struts on Olisar. You're going to spawn on A through B. And then when you pick your ship up, it's not going to put you in any other strut. So I look for A07. When you go into this airlock, you're basically cycling out all of the air. So if you don't have a helmet on, you'll just die. So, yeah, don't do that. And then find A7. And if you see on the right side, it says A strut. So here's my ship. Again, you have to use the interaction mode to find the door, or to open the door, I should say. I just know where mine is, so I enter pilot seat from interaction. So yeah, hold F, left click onto enter pilot, and then he'll just jump in once it's up. Once the animation is done, you'll see that I can sort of try to control the ship, but it won't go anywhere because it's not on. But this would be if I was trying to control the ship going left and right. Now if I press Z, I can actually free look, and you can just see everywhere. I'm not really controlling anything with the ship. I'm just moving my head around. Now back to controlling the ship. So there's interaction mode, engine on, engine off. And I'm trying to hit engine on, but the power's not on, so it won't turn on. So the game's really realistic like that. So now I have to power on. And then I won't be able to fly anywhere until I turn the engine on. So I hit the engine on, and then I can fly. If I just hit flight ready, it'll do both of those. If I turn it off, everything's off. I can't control the ship. I'm just lifeless and dead. Then flight ready. And then I regain control. Okay. Right now what I'm showing you is you can go into third person mode and you can fly around. I'll teach you how to do that later so you can just look at stuff in third person. But right now I put the landing gear up, and that lets me go around. And the main thing is that you have to move in a really weird space, different from FPSs. So, you know, backwards, forwards, left and right, that's what we all know. But if you can roll left, you can roll right. And I'm just repositioning. Oh yeah, going down, going up. That's, you know, strafe up, strafe down in your controls. So just remembering that you can move this way and that there's no real up was a huge thing for me because I didn't really play a lot of these games before. So like threw me for a loop for a while. Here I'm trying to show you that there is G-forces. I'm going like 700 meters a second, and if I go down, you see I'm starting to red out. You can move so harshly that your character will pass out, and then you'll just wake up like a few seconds later. So try not to do that. You can't be too hard on it. So there, my throttle was at 0. Now it's at 100. That's what those buttons do, where it said throttle 0, throttle max. I like to do those for long trips so that I don't have to hold forward because of the way we set it up earlier. So it makes it a lot easier. So if you're just going in a straight line for a while, which you have to do a few times in this game, you can just press a button and then let it go. So right here is my fuel for quantum, or for hydrogen fuel, just regular fuel. There's also a quantum fuel. I'll get to that later. SCM is the flight mode that I'm in. There's only 2 modes, SCM and pre. Pre is pre-flight. If I press N, it will drop down my landing gear, and then I'll be in pre-flight mode, and it'll only let me go 50 meters a second so you don't crash into shit. As soon as I press N again, the landing gear will retract, and I can go full speed. Now, my max is 280 meters a second. Before I use my afterburnner. So when you use your afterburners, oh, let me turn around, I guess. All right. And also my throttle's buggy. What's up? The thing on the left where it says 100 underneath the meters a second, that's my throttle. So my throttle's at 100. So now I'm pressing my shift key, which is my afterburner key while I'm flying. And if you see, I'm going way past 280 meters a second. I'm flying pretty quick. You can also space brake, which uses your boost to stop you. It basically just shoots the jets in the other direction so that you're trying to stop faster. And if I just go boom straight down to 0, I'll start to red out again and pass out. And, that I almost fully passed out there, but I didn't. And then when you turn around and you actually find all the stars, there you go. If I just go max throttle with after boost on, and then also, afterburner on and boost, I will get the fastest I can to my actual maximum speed. See how the numbers are climbing a lot faster? It's because I'm boosting and afterburning at the same time, which would be Shift and X for the default keys. X is boost, Shift is afterburn, 75%. And also it consumes a lot of fuel. And so now that I reached top speed, I just let go. You know, I'm in space, there's no gravity, so I'm just flying forward. If I change my course at all, my speed will go down. I'll have to correct it. So that's it. These are just the basics. I'm just scratching the surface of how to control a ship in Star Citizen. In the next video, we'll talk about quantum travel and the size of the universe that's just in this alpha and what it's going to be in the full release. So thanks for watching.